The subject of this mathematical investigation is Mt Panorama. In particular, a part of the course known as Mountain Strait. Using Geogebra, we're going to model Mountain Strait using vectors and compare our result to the actual length, which is 1.111 kilometers. Using Geogebra now, we have an image of the course which we're going to upload. So selecting our options up here, which is Tools, we now move to the media, which is Image. Choose File. In here I have Bathurst 1000 as a JPEG image. Select OK. Now I can move the Cartesian plane around. I can also move the image around at this point. So I'm just going to maneuver this, and you'll see that points A and B, the bottom left and bottom right of this picture, fix it to a certain point on your graph space. Next is setting the options for the image. So clicking on the image, I click up this little icon here, which is to do with the options, and click Settings. Now here I want to fix the object, remove auxiliary object, and make it a background image. Choose color, and I'm going to reduce the opacity here down to about 50%, let's say, so it makes it a little bit easier for us to include our vectors and see them on our Cartesian plane. Now when I move the picture around, it's fixed. We might start with putting a few points on. In particular, the scales up here, which is 200 meters. Selecting point option up here in my toolkit, I'm going to, close as I can, start that scale there, which measures 200 meters, and choose a point D here. Now here I can actually measure it. Go to Measure and choose Distance or Length. Left click on point C and point D. Now, by absolute fluke, I've actually made it so CD equals 1. So 1 centimeter on this equals 200 meters. If you want to see these points, I can go back up here to my algebra. Algebra then shows any points that have been created on this Cartesian plane. The pick, if we select it, will become visible or not. I can remove points A and B by clicking those icons here. Here you can add extra algebra command lines in to work out things like the magnitude of a vector. You can add certain vectors together. That becomes a little bit more advanced. You can do those same sort of options choosing your Tools option up here. Now we're going to model Mountain Strait. So going back to your point selection tool, the beginning of Mountain Strait starts at Hell Corner up to Griffin's Bend, which I'm going to select point now, that'll be F. To create a vector between these 2 points, I go down to Construct or your Line section. You can do a line segment, a line, array. I'm going to choose Vector. Now by clicking on point E and point F, a vector is created, which might be a little hard to see right now. So now moving back up here, I'm going to choose Move and click on the vector. Here I can make it thicker in size, and I'm going to change the color so it might appear and stand out a bit more. So there is vector EF, which is Mountain Strait. Mountain Strait now, if I go back to my algebra section, U equals vector EF. You could actually click on U equals, and I could change it to MS, or capital MS for Mountain Strait. It really isn't going to change what that vector is, it's just the title of that vector. I can now work out that magnitude of this vector. Down the left here, you can see the calculator options. In my command line here, I'm going to choose magnitude, and if I type in capital MS, it's 5.66. Now 5.66 is the magnitude on that Cartesian plane. I could then actually work out the real life measurement and see how close we are to the 1.11 kilometers by choosing, if I want to do it differently, the magnitude of MS multiplied by 200. That's 1,132 meters. We go back to our image of Mountain Strait. Mountain Strait is 1.